Blessings, beautiful friends. So we're coming down onto the floor today. Now, as it's kind of now in February, we're seeing the days starting to draw out, the daffodils and the snowdrops are coming through, and you may start to notice your energy starting to change, starting to, some feel a bit more hopeful, starting to plan projects, which is why we tend to have a spring clean this time of year, because it's like, okay, get rid of the sluggishness, we might want to get rid of the clutter, and we want to get rid of the clutter in our body. So today's practice, we're kind of going to be focusing on that steadily growing energy. It's not quite there yet, just feel a hint of it. So, you might start to feel enthusiastic, but it doesn't quite last that long, but it's starting to build up. So we're going to begin in child's pose. So if you need something behind your knees, if you struggle kneeling, then pop a cushion behind your knees. If you need to open your knees a little bit, you can do. We're going to have the arms down beside and the forehead on the floor. Now, if your head doesn't comfortably touch the floor, you can always use a block or a cushion, but try and have it this way with the arms down beside you. Arms relaxed, palms upwards, and just stay and breathe here. Now, it's a very nurturing pose. It can also feel a little bit claustrophobic, I guess, at times. So if you do feel a little bit claustrophobic, you can always turn your head slightly to one side. And also focus on your connection. We're really grounded here. We're really sinking into the earth. And I want you to imagine, visualize yourself as like a seed. When we plant a seed, it's under the soil, it seems like not a lot is happening for a long time. You water it and all that kind of thing. We think, nothing's happening. And there's a lot actually going on beneath the surface that we can't see. And child's pose is a kind of pose that we tend to just kind of rush through or just see it as a rest pose. But actually it's very nurturing, it's very restorative. Your inner organs are actually getting a little bit of a massage because they're resting on your thighs. And as you breathe deeply, you can feel your belly expanding into your thighs. And also your spine is getting a very gentle stretch. The muscles alongside your spine, gravity is stretching the spine out. And it's very nurturing, good for your third eye as well, because your forehead is on the floor. And it's very kind of enclosed, turning your back on the world, turning inwards, nurturing yourself. So see if you can get that sense of nurturing yourself. We're often very good at nurturing others and doing things for others, right? We're often not very good at doing it for ourselves, nurturing ourselves. So imagine you are, as I say, a seed, and that energy is starting to build. You're beginning to shift, ready for that burst through the soil. So taking nice deep breaths, visualizing yourself safely enclosed in a protective shell, like a seed, full of potential, deep in its nurturing winter slumber. So as I say, while it seems like not a lot's going on, there is quite a lot going on. I mean, think about it. In the time that I've been talking, a lot of air has passed through your lungs. Your heart has beaten 100 times. Blood has been pumped around your body. There's messages being sent from your brain to every area of your body. Your hormones, etc., making sure you're not too hot, too cold, all those kind of things. A lot of stuff going on, even when it seems like we're doing no thing. And also noticing how it feels to start this way. Some days it might be, bliss. Other days you might be like, God, I want to get on with it. So notice all of that without any judgment, without any criticism. Try and relax your head down into the floor, relax your shoulders. Breathe as deeply as you can. Feel your ribcage expanding on the in-breath. Through each breath, seem to breathing a little bit deeper. And feel your arms and your head becoming heavier with each out-breath. And the next in-breath, you're going to start to unfurl. Come up super slowly. Super slowly, rebuilding your spine. Bringing your head up nice and slowly, really being aware of each movement. Maybe rolling the shoulders a couple of times. I'm going to come into a ragdoll forward bend position. So just come forward, tuck your toes under, take a moment here, just stretch out your toes. And see if you can push back onto your feet and slowly, again as if you're coming through the soil, coming slowly. When you get here, you can take your feet wider. You can kind of sway a little bit. Doesn't matter whether your hands touch the floor or not. Relax the head, relax the neck, bend your knees as much as you need to. So your upper body is relaxed as well, stretching out your spine. And you can imagine your feet, your legs are like your roots. And your upper body is like the flower that is going to unfurl. So if you have a favorite flower, you can visualize it. And visualize it starting to poke through the ground. So as you start to curl up, visualize yourself moving through the soil, broken out of your shell. You're slowly unfurling, making your way through the soil until your head pokes through into the earth. And just noticing how it feels to come to an upright position. Visualizing yourself absorbing the rays of the sun, taking a full deep breath in, full breath out. And kind of keeping your feet reasonably wide, just soften your knees and feel the weight going down. And we're just going to do a few little moves taken from Qi Gong. So starting with the backward lung swing. So really throw your arms back and let them rebound forward. So the backward move is a really dynamic move, and then they swing forward. Now you can exhale back, inhale forward, or inhale back, exhale forward, or you can just breathe in for a couple of swings, breathe out for a couple of swings. Find what works for you. So find a natural pattern. You can also imagine throwing behind you anything that you want to throw off. So throwing off the lethargy, the sluggishness, whatever. If you've been a bit sluggish, because January this year was exceptionally dreary. We really didn't have much sunlight at all. It really was exceptionally dreary this year. And this time we're going to swing up. So really throw the arms up and then let them drop. So really throw and release. Again, find a breathing pattern that works for you. These actually activate your meridians. You get your energy moving. And then we're going to alternate. Swinging the arms, make sure there's not a wall behind you. So for this one I tend to breathe in for 2 and out for 2. But again, whatever works for you. Also works your physical heart as well as your heart chakra. This time, inhale, press the arms back, palms front, and exhale, give yourself a hug. If you can, try and switch the arms. So one time, left arm is on top. Next time, right arm is on top. Good for releasing any tension in your shoulders too. This time you're going to have your hands, thumbs down, so press your arms back. As you swing back, look to the left, then look to the right. Almost as if you're in water and you're doing a kind of strange breaststroke. Again, this stretches across the front of the chest. Again, find a breathing pattern that suits you. I'm exhaling back. But again, if you find it easier just to breathe in for a couple of rounds, breathe out for a couple of rounds. And from here, we swing side to side. A deep knee bend in the middle. And here I begin to breathe in for 2, out for 2, but if you find another pattern that suits you, then all good. One more in and out and release. Then take the weight onto one leg. Use a chair if you need to. You're going to swing the other leg corner to corner. So across the body, out to the corner. Just literally let it swing like a pendulum. So you're kind of like throwing it forward or corner to corner, forward and back. So again, across the body and to the corner. This is good for the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the heart, so we need to move to get it, lymphatic system, lymph moving. And then switch to the other side, so again, corner to corner, corner to corner. And just let it swing. Doesn't matter how high you're lifting, it's not important. Also get the blood moving, and we're activating the meridians in your legs and feet. As well as stretching out the hamstrings, loosening up the tendons and ligaments. And release. Come back to the first time, this time forward and back. Again, don't worry how high it lifts, just kick it up as high as you can, and let it swing back. So use a chair or the wall if you need to, it's all good. Again, try and let it be nice and heavy, almost like a pendulum on a clock. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Kick up, swing back. And don't worry if you're not kicking as high as me. Again, just let it be nice and loose. Just shaking off the sluggishness. 3, 2, 1, and release. And all you're going to do is you're going to swing side to side, corner to corner. Just kick it out. Do, 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 do. Reminds me when I used to teach Zumba. We used to do a little number to I'm spreading the news. I'm leaving today. And even bring hand to fingertip or foot to hand. 4, 3, naturally. Kicking up the butt. And if you need to go a bit slower, go a little bit slower. Don't have to turn a second, I was just showing you. One more breath in and out. And release. And just take a moment, soften or close your eyes. Just simply noticing how you feel just with those few exercises which help to get the energy moving. So in winter we tend to slow down because our natural inclination is to slow down and to spend more time inside nurturing. So we want to kind of start to shake off that sluggishness. So just open your eyes if you haven't already. So we are going to shake off the sluggishness. So shaking out your hands. Imagine literally shaking all the little bones in your hands and fingers. Do some music here. You can imagine if you've got a favourite song that's like a really, song that gets you dancing. Imagine that's playing. Imagine shaking from your elbows. Shake the muscles on your forearms. Full breath in. And out. Shake your upper arms, biceps and triceps. Imagine trying to isolate just those muscles in your upper arms. And imagine shaking out your shoulders. Shake out your collarbones. Shake it all out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Shake out your ribs. Imagine if you go shaking your rib cage, shaking your heart and lungs. Shake your inner organs, shake your spine, shake your pelvis, shake your booty, shake your thighs, shake it out, shake out your calf muscle, shake out your ankle, shake out the other calf muscle, other ankle, shake out your toes. Check out your other toes. I always seem to do it better on my right side than my left side, but hey, practice makes progress. And then shake it all out, shake it all around. Do 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 do. And then again, just soften or close your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. And keeping your attention in your feet. Lift your toes, spread them out. Try and make space between your toes. Gently press into your big toe, little toe, inner, outer heel. Then visualize roots extending down from the soles of your feet. Going down through the floor, through the foundations, down into the soil. So those roots might join together as they go down into the earth, coming into one root, keeping you grounded, but also allowing you to draw up precious energy, nourishment from the earth. Now, as you're visualizing that, you might feel sensations, tingling sensations, pulsations, warmth, some other sensation. You might have an image in your mind of a tree, and you can imagine your legs are like the trunks of a tree. Now, I know a lot of times we take that as an insult, but there are some trees with slender trunks, just in that they're strong, they're keeping you grounded, they're your strength, they carry you through life, they enable you. Think of all the times when you've been through turbulent situations and you may have blown around a little bit in the wind, but you've stayed strong, you've stayed grounded. And that's what we want. Our legs are our foundation so that we can get blown around in our upper body, but we stay firm. So when I say your legs are like the trunks of a tree, I certainly do not mean that. I love trees. So I certainly don't mean that's an insult. I know it sounds an insult, but it's not. So you can imagine literally the slenderest tree with really nice thin trunks, but feel that sensation of being grounded, as if your upper body can move around, but your lower body stays steady and firm. Just like a tree can bend in the wind, it can even lose a branch, but it stays firm. It continues for another day. So feel that sense. You can even imagine, if you have a favorite tree, visualize it. Visualize its roots going down into the earth. I've got a lot of trees around the field where I keep my ponies, and sometimes a branch breaks off, but that tree carries on. It doesn't die. It will survive. You know, it might suffer for a little bit, but it will get through, and we are the same. Find a point to focus on. Stretch up through the crown of the head and imagine branches coming out of the crown of your head, stretching up towards the sun, drawing in energy from the sun. And you're going to start to shift onto your right foot. And you're going to peel the left foot off and come into a little mini tree pose. That might look like this with the foot on the floor. That might look like this with the foot on the calf. It might look like this. It might look like this. Just make sure you're not pressing into the knee joint, so above or below the knee. If you're above, press into the inside of the trouser seam, so you're pressing into the inner thigh, and you will possibly wobble around a little bit, as I've just done. That's okay. Don't panic straight away. And you can take the arms out. And you can imagine your arms are like branches as well, drawing in energy from the sun. So still visualizing your roots going down into the earth, deeper into the earth. And visualize a tree that even on a windy day, it may blow around a lot, but its foundations, its trunk holds it firm. And life can batter us around occasionally. You know, in the last few years, it seems to batter us around an awful lot, but we stay strong. We often realize that we're far stronger than we gave ourselves credit for. So 4 deep breaths in, 4 breaths out. 1 more, breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your hands to your heart. Give thanks to your body, your trunks, for holding you firm. Feel both feet into the ground. When you're ready, start to transfer the weight onto the other foot. Taking your time, and you may need to take a different variation on this side, and that's okay. So choose your variation. Don't be afraid to also have a wall or a chair close by too. And again, if you do start to wobble, try not to immediately think, oh my God, I'm going to fall over. Just kind of, visualize your trunk grounded, roots going deep into the earth. So you're held firm, you're nurtured, you're nourished, you're supported. Breathe that in from the earth. Full breath in. Whee. Full breath out. Soften your heart. Relax your jaw. One more, breathe in, breathe out, bring your hands to your heart, release your feet. Take your feet a little bit wider, and then come into horse stance and think of the earth element. Bend your knees like you're on a fat horse, so earth, grounded, nurturing, solid. Draw the belly button in. And just take the arms out to the side, flex your hands as if you're pushing the wall away. Find a point to focus on and just breathe. Relax the shoulders. So again, earth element, strong, stable. People maybe tend to think of the earth element as a bit boring, but think of earth. Think of soil. I mean, how amazing is soil? Worms do an amazing job. Without worms, we wouldn't have the soil. They eat rubbish and they produce soil. Soil is essential to everything. So the earth element, grounded, strong, stable, is as important as the other elements. Without earth, without Mother Earth, we wouldn't be here. So nice full deep breath in. Breathe all the way out. Feel yourself sinking down into the earth. At the same time, feel yourself supported by the earth. And release, come up, bring your feet in from hip width apart, step your right foot back, hold onto a ball of energy, inhale as you bring it forward, exhale as you take it back, and just follow your hands with your eye gaze and think of the water element. Water, again, essential for life. Water nourishes our plants. We are mostly water. If you think of blood and fluids, we are mostly water, 80-90% water. And water element, I think of fluidity, creativity, intuition, expression. And so we can't live without water. We can live without food for a lot longer. We can live without water. So think of water as it flows down a hill. It finds a way. It goes over or under or around. And we can connect with our water element to trust our own intuition, to trust that we will figure out the solution to any and all issues. Bring that right foot forward, step the left foot back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Go slower than you may want to. And you can explore high or low, shoulders relaxed, there's no rights or wrongs. Again, how water flows down a hill, it's not always in a straight line, right? So it doesn't have to be in a straight, linear fashion. Trust your own intuition. Trust that your body will tell you how it wants to move here. When we get out of our ego that says, oh, I don't know if I'm doing it right, and get into our innate intuition, we start to flow without thinking about it, without consciously thinking about it. Intuition is feeling. Thoughts are ego. And coming to the front, and coming to the fire element, taking the feet a little bit wider, toes turn out. Standing ego eradicator, breath of fire. We're going to fold the fingers into the palms. We're going to take the arms up to a V shape. We're going to relax the shoulders. We're going to close the eyes. We're going to begin the breath of fire. And as you're doing that, keep doing that, pumping the belly. On the exhale, as always, you can go slower if you need to. As you do that, start to feel the heat building up, and imagine energy, the fire in your belly, expanding, rising up, extending out through your arms, through your legs, stoking your inner fire. So fire can be dangerous, but it also can be very useful for cooking our food, for light, for warmth. And when we stoke our own inner fire, we tend to get stuff done. It's that fire in the belly, burning passion. Pull up your thigh muscles and kneecaps, keep your shoulders relaxed. Feel that heat, feel that fire burning. And inhale, bring your thumbs together, stretch your fingers up, hold the breath. And exhale slowly. Release. Bring your hands to your heart, bring your feet underneath your hips. So air, also associated with the heart element. You can inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up and open, lift through your heart, lift your eye gaze, and exhale, hands to prayer. Full breath in, and out. In and out. So again, air can be useful. The wind, we've used the wind over the years to fund windmills, to get windmills going, for boats, that kind of thing. You know, the breeze, when you look at things on a breeze, it can be really beautiful, but also it can be quite destructive when it's out of control. Again, air, oxygen. Where would we be without oxygen? Not here. So feel gratitude for the air in your lungs. So energy of air is light, open, also expressive. Inspiration, taking in spirit when we're inspired. One more round, breathe in and out. In and out. Then bring yourself down into Shavasana. So coming down, we're going to do a 2, 4, 6, 8 breath. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 6. We're going to breathe out for a count of 8. And we're going to hold for a count of 2. I'll count the first few, and after that, count in your own mind. So bring yourself into Shavasana, legs wide of the mat width, arms out. So there's room for air to flow, energy to flow. Use a pillow under your head if you need to. Soften or close your eyes. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. So strong breath in, fill the lungs. And as you breathe out, you just slow the breath down a little bit. So take a full breath in. And breathe all the way out. Excuse me. So we inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 1, 2. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 1, 2. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, hold, 1, 2. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold, 1, 2. In, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. In, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. And then just relax the breath, normal breathing. taking a moment to simply notice how you're feeling right now. Noticing any shifts in energy. Noticing if you feel a little bit lighter than when you started. In winter, we tend to feel kind of heavier and sluggish and denser. We tend to crave kind of heavier foods. Whereas spring starts to come, other fruits and vegetables are in season because Mother Nature knows her stuff. And so you may start, for example, you don't tend to crave a salad in winter. You can have warm salads, I know, but they don't tend to appeal as much in winter. We tend to want soups and casseroles and that kind of thing. But now you might be starting to look to slightly lighter food. You can stay here for as long as you need. And if and when you're ready to end your practice, just start to stretch out your arms and legs, moving in whatever way feels good for you. And if and when you're ready to come up, bring yourself up to sitting. Bring your hands to your heart to your hands. I can't do that right now, I've got a Lulu. And take a little bow to seal your practice. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day. Any questions, any comments, let me know. From Miss Lulu and me. Much love.